Here is a list of the top NFT YouTubers, people that I find influential, people that I call friends, because starting in the NFT space can be hard, and knowing who to follow and who to listen to is a good idea, especially when there's lots of noise. Now, the reason that this video comes up is that people like Angel, so NFT Verse, have put out a post on Twitter, same with Ameer, just people that they find friends, people that they kind of relate to and look up to and kind of respect in this space. So I thought I'd kind of turn this into a YouTube video so you can check this out. So here is a list of the top influencers in no particular order. First up, Ameer Hussain. Now, Ameer, I'm good friends with Ameer. The thing about Ameer is you can just jump on a call with him at any point. He's always putting out really great alpha, and he's a real personable guy, the kind of guy that you can kind of reach out to on Twitter, or if you're in his Discord, just reach out. He's going to answer you. Cool guy. Next up on the list, Crypto Gorilla. Now, I love Gorilla. He's just super chill dude, and when you kind of get him in the zone, when he's not in the kind of YouTube zone, when you kind of get him on the voice chat, he is hilarious. He's real good, head screwed on, and he knows exactly what he wants and how he wants to get there. So methodical, and if people actually knew how he operated, they'd be blown away with how great he is at navigating the NFT space and actually achieving his goals. Next up, NFT Pasta. Now, I'm a huge fan of Pasta. The reason I love Pasta is he is actually in Sydney himself. He kind of lives semi close to me in the grand scheme of things. So I love Pasta. He's got great calls on stuff super early. So Pasta's a great guy. I love kind of watching him, super down to earth, and the fact that he's sort of a Sydney boy, represent, absolutely love it. Now, next up is Donte Walker NFT. Now, Donte's also got a crypto channel, Donte Walker Crypto. Now, Donte is a super chill dude. I've actually chopped it up before on his channel, and the idea, he's not just doing calls and that kind of stuff, but he's also coming at it from a mindset aspect. What he wants you to do is he wants you to kind of learn the ways that he knows to ensure that you're going to do well. So it's about kind of pulling profits, but also the risk minimization, like transferring into stable coins to ensure that you're actually kind of backed up and good when it comes down to it. Love Donte, he's a top bloke. And then next up is Bento Boi. Now, Brandon, he goes hard. He's got a mission that he's on, and he's going to achieve that no matter what. So he's really focused, really dedicated, and the stuff that he puts out is on point, and he's a super cool dude when you get into chat. Now, next up is Kosher Plug. Now, Kosher is like the degen of all degens. He's always on Twitter. He's always making calls. He doesn't care what he's saying or what he's doing. He just wants to have a great time. And if you actually kind of read between the lines with what Kosher's saying, he makes some great moves and you're never going to be let down. I absolutely love Kosher, and he's also a really funny guy. So Kosher, top bloke. Next up is Matt's Crypto, Matt Cabuzio. Now, Matt has been blowing up recently with what he's been doing. Now, Matt's a cool dude. I've chatted with him before. I've actually got an interview on the channel with Matt. Now, where Matt comes from is he's been in the crypto space, but he's also in that production aspect. So when you watch on Matt's videos, he's got this real YouTube aspect. You can tell that he's been on YouTube for a while. So I almost like watching Matt's videos just from a production standpoint because it's so interesting. It's so different. So I'm a big fan of Matt's Crypto. Top bloke, really cool guy. Now, next up is who I believe is almost like the godfather of NFT YouTube, Giancarlo. Now, if you've ever come into the space brand new, you've come across Giancarlo. Now, he has been almost like a beacon. He's a very chill dude, doesn't put out anything hyped, puts out very considered, well thought out content, and he's the kind of person that inspired me to kind of kick forward and make particular types of content because he's got an idea of what he wants to achieve and he goes for it in this real calm manner. And you know you're watching a Giancarlo video when you kind of hear him talk and his inflection in his voice. So a big fan of Giancarlo. He is an inspiration to me and an influence in what I do when it comes down to NFTs. Next up, Ryan D Crypto. Now, Ryan D is an absolute maniac. This guy is just ruthless when it comes down to it. When you kind of get into a chat with him, super funny. And it's like when you kind of see him on the videos, you can see it poking through, but when you kind of get the camera off and you're in a chat, Ryan is hilarious. Now, the good thing that I love about Ryan is he's really into the strategic aspect of this. So he wants you to take profits. He wants you to bank profits. He wants you to actually kind of change your life and make good moves in this space. He's in NFTs to stack ETH and to stack wealth. That's what he's going to do. So Ryan D is a great person to kind of follow to get insights when it comes down to it, because he just cares about you and you making those moves. Now, next up is a newcomer to YouTube, but he's been in the space. If you don't know Nicky G, he is an absolute gun. Nicky G is super well connected. He knows lots of different people. He's almost like the conduit between projects and other people. So he is the middleman that can connect you up with anyone that you want. Now, Nicky G is super underrated, and when you kind of have a chat to Nicky, super chill dude, knows what he wants to get in the NFT space and just life in general. So I'm a big fan of Nicky G. Anyone that kind of comes across Nicky G, anyone that I put onto Nicky G, they love him and they just think he's an absolute gun. Now, another godfather of the space, Angel, or NFT Verse. Now, he's also another person that was highly influential in my come up on YouTube, and he's a really cool guy. He's got a style about him and his content that makes sense. He doesn't want to hype things up. He wants to give you clear, concise information so you can then make that decision on your own. But he's very good when it comes down to the content that he makes, and it's one of those things where you're going to just gravitate towards him and what he says, because he has a weight of authority about him, which I'm a big fan of. So yes, NFT Verse is one of those channels that really kind of influenced me to kind of keep going and pushing it out. And essentially, to round out the trio of godfathers when it comes down to NFT YouTube is Brett. Now, Brett is another person that when you first got into the space, he was everywhere. He knows what he was doing. He was making great calls. But the other thing about Brett is he's not just focused on kind of building his own brand. He is focused on that, but he wants to build other people's brands. The reason that I know about Bento is that Brett did an interview with Bento and kind of blew Bento up. The same way Brett ended up kind of introducing the world to Kosher Plug. Now, I came across some of these people, some people that I call friends and that I kind of look up to because of what Brett has done. So when it comes down to Brett, that's why I kind of see him as an influential person in this space, because he has actually kind of introduced a lot of influential people into the space. So big fan of Brett and what he's doing. Now, last but not least is Cade from the Joyage Kingdom. Now, the thing about Cade is I just love his vibe. Super chill dude. I was actually on his channel and just kind of chopped it up. And the thing is, we just talked for ages. He's a super chill dude, and his way of coming at the NFT space is a little bit different from everyone else. He's trying to come at it from a long-term perspective. He wants to talk about brand. He wants to talk about what artists and projects should be doing, and not just about what's hot and what's next. He will cover those, but the idea with Cade is he's trying to carve out a particular niche in the space, and I just absolutely love him. Cade's also a fiend on TikTok, so whenever I'm on TikTok, Cade always pops up with those glasses, so big fan of Cade. So those are the people that I find influential in the space, people that give me the motivation to make better content, make better calls, and actually kind of put more good into the NFT space. And most of these people I call friends, which I am just super happy for. All of these people I've seen grow on YouTube and kind of carve their own niche and become a better version of themselves that they have become. The thing that I'm loving about NFT YouTube is that we're so tight. We're all together. We're not fighting each other for views. We're contributing to each other. We're trying to make each other better, which is a big thing. And this is why I kind of love this space. So if you are new to NFTs and you kind of want to find some of these people, I've got links below for these people so you can kind of go check out their Twitters, go check out their YouTubes, because you won't be disappointed and you'll find someone that matches the cadence that you like, that has the information that you like, and then you'll find a new best friend that will then guide you on your journey through the NFT space. If you found value in this video, please consider hitting up that subscribe button. Also, when you're down there, hit up the like button because it really does help out with the algorithm. As always, it's been a pleasure having you with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.